So here you are watching my new video. You have obviously watched first 4 videos of this series. In the last video there was a clickbait thumbnail because there was a nice website. And my website isn't nice. So there was this one comment that said, I got clickbaited. Why am I highlighting that comment? Because I'm a small YouTuber and it's the only comment on that video. Let's just go live like we do always. Let's make this webpage nicer. So firstly, let's start by putting this entire thing in body to div. And now let's look at ID. So now you can see that this applies for all the divs. So now it all got messed up. ID equals buttons. Now what we wanna do, hashtag, which is ID buttons, come into this div, type the ID entire page. There should not be spaces, I forgot about that. Background color red, width 50%, height 100 VH. That's this length of the page. 10 VH, it looks like this. 30 VH, that looks nice. Margin auto, and it's in the center. Padding 30 pixels, that's pretty nice. Margin top, you can also do top, left, stuff like that. 20 VH. Or another thing you can do is body, display, flex, align items, center. It looks like this now. Input and set this to some small number. So this looks pretty nice. Now what do we do with the colors? So a nice website for color palettes is this. Come into start generator and this can give you nice color palettes if you press spacebar. Copy this. Now you can come here and just Ctrl V. Also a thing you can do is border radius 50px and it rounds the corners. 10px and round corners are good. Height maybe just 20. Let's change the H1 font family. Let's come back into here, copy this, come into buttons, background color, paste it in, add the hashtag. So here in the div you can set gap 10 pixels. Now there's a gap. Border radius to be like 5 pixels. That's pretty nice. And border, you don't need to know border, just set it to 0 and it'll disappear. Okay, so now this looks pretty good. But one thing I don't like is that when you click on here, it has this around it. So what we're gonna cover is pseudo classes. You can do input, hover. Now when I hover over it, the background changes to red. If we set focus, that's when we click inside it. Border 0. But there's not only border, there's also outline that we just set to 0 and it disappears. Color white. Now it's white. And that's pretty nice. We want a transition, so come into button, transition, and now the time, so 300 milliseconds. Now it does this, which looks nice. Ease in, out, and now it has even better. We can also do this so that we click inside, it looks like this, and when we click, it looks like this. Also, I would like 2 input tags, but now this thing gets messed up. 23 is fixed, it just looks good. But now, what if we want a placeholder here? There's text like password. Placeholder equals password. And now it looks like this. Now it can just be username. So that's it. Now you got a nice login page. Except you can have gradients as a background. Background, image, linear gradient, first color, and that's how you create a gradient.